Hey guys, it's Melanie. Happy Sunday. Welcome back. I hope you're having a good weekend. I am here with my assistant Alf. He is currently crunching on a bone, so I'm sorry if the noise is kind of tough, but it's keeping him busy, so I'm gonna let him do it. Anyway, again, hope you're having a great weekend. Today is the last video in my current candle collection series that I've been doing here for the last couple of weeks. I really thought that I had reached the end of the candle collection when I shared my Homeworx video with you guys, but while filming that video, I realized like, oh yeah, I still have some Yankee candles left. So I'm gonna share with you guys today what I have left in my Yankee candle collection. It's not a whole lot. If you missed any of the other videos in the series, I will link them in the description box right below this video. So just click that like more expand thing right below and the other videos should pop up. So I have Bath & Body Works, Kringle, Homeworx, The Randoms, and then today we have the Yankees, if you will. I wanted to just do a quick chit chat about Yankee before showing you guys. I'll put a timestamp in the description box down below of where you need to fast forward to if you are not interested in the chit chat. But I always feel like when I talk about Yankee that there is just this little bit of like sadness within me, because when I first got started buying my own candles as an adult, when I turned 18, I certainly would not have considered 18-year-old Melanie an adult, by the way. Yeah, wasn't ready for those responsibilities at all. Still am not at 43, but here we are. Yeah, Yankee was like my first like real big girl candle company that I fell in love with. My mom had certainly purchased some Yankee candles here and there at some point during like my teen years, but really I became introduced to Yankee when I started working at the mall. Right after graduating from high school, I took a year off before going to college to earn some money, like a lot of people do. And so I worked full time at the mall, and when I was working one day, one of my usual customers came in. She had a bag from Yankee Candle, and it just smelled amazing. Like the smell that was coming out of this bag, I had to ask her. I was like, what is that smell? It's amazing. And she was like, it's Yankee Candle. They have this really delicious candle called Cranberry Chutney, and I love it. And I was like, oh, can I smell it? So she took it out, and I smelled it. And on my break that day, I marched my little 18-year-old booty down to Yankee Candle, and I bought my very first Cranberry Chutney. Fell in love with it. I always had really great experiences with Yankee candles in the late 90s and then into the early 2000s. But I did notice that probably around 2015, like the strength and the throw from a lot of the Yankees that I was buying just wasn't that great, right? And then it just kept declining and declining and declining. And it finally got to a point several years ago where I just stopped pretty much buying most things from Yankee Candle. I always tend to have the Cranberry Chutney on hand because it's my favorite, my absolute favorite fragrance during the holidays, but specifically around Thanksgiving time. It just, the smell reminds me of my mom's Cranberry Chutney that she makes every Thanksgiving and Christmas. We usually have turkey on both holidays in our family, so I love it. It reminds me of my mom. It's a delicious fragrance, and I don't think there will ever come a time where I don't have at least some form of Cranberry Chutney in my house. Right now, I do still have a few melt cups left that I purchased a couple years ago, but I will need to get another candle this coming holiday season. So, but I really haven't purchased much from Yankee in a number of years now, just because I feel like the quality has gone way down, and it really makes me sad. I know that Yankee is now owned by someone else. Is it still Rubbermaid? I don't even know. Like, I'm sure it has changed hands a couple of times. There have been a few different CEOs. I haven't followed all of like the Yankee drama. I feel like I don't have time for a lot of that stuff in my brain, along with all the other things that I worry about every single day of my life. So I haven't really paid attention to a lot of that. But I just feel like I feel a lot of sadness around Yankee no longer being the amazing candle company that it used to be. It seems like they have really watered the product down. I think they've made some changes in their wax. Back when I first started with Yankee, they were pretty much exclusively paraffin from what I remember. I know that they still have their, I believe they still have like their traditional candle line, but then they've also created some different lines. Again, I have not really, my Yankee store left my local mall during the pandemic, so it's been quite some time since I've been in a store, had a chance to check out the new reformulations, smell any of the fragrances. I think there is still a Yankee Candle store at a mall that is like way the heck across town. I'll probably hit it up at some point. I'm gonna have to because I want my cranberry chutney, and I'd really rather not order online because I don't think I'm going to order enough to qualify for any type of like free shipping or anything like that. So yeah, I'll definitely hit up the store at that point. But yeah, I don't know. I have sadness around Yankee. I'm kind of curious about your guys' take on Yankee Candle. Are you still shopping with them? I just feel like they haven't been super innovative. I rarely hear hardly anyone talking about them. I know there are still people out there who definitely are very loyal to the company, and I still see posts about sales in Norma's Candle Dancer group on Facebook. So, you know, I know there are still people out there that really enjoy the brand, but I'm kind of curious about your guys' take. Are you a former, like, frequent customer of Yankee who is just kind of like me, where you're like, what happened here? It's not the same. I really wish we could go back to like the 90s with Yankee Candle, because they had so many amazing fragrances. Their formula was great. I always remember the candles easily filling either my dorm rooms or my apartment. I was not supposed to burn candles in the dorm, but your girl did it anyway. I was also the girl that always had, it wasn't wallflowers back then. I was using the Febreze plugins. They had this like Hawaiian tropical one. Oh man. I had like 2 of those things in my tiny dorm room, and like when people would walk by, they'd be like, oh my God, that is a nauseating smell. And I'd always think, it's so yummy. Why is that nauseating to you? It smells so good. But it was totally overkill to put that many plugins in a very small single dorm room. But anyway, yeah. For me, I think the issues with the strength and the throw and the burn quality overall just make them a not go-to for me anymore. If you have any insights into Yankee Candle in terms of, are things looking up, or is there another sale coming up soon that might be worth checking out? I don't even know. So let me know down below. But let's go ahead and cut the chit chat. I'm going to take you guys over to the little storage system behind me here, and we're going to go through and see what is left in my very, very, very small Yankee Candle collection. So let's get into it. All right, here we are in the Calyx storage system that is behind me in the video. This bottom storage bin here contains what is left of my Yankee candles. So as you can see, it's not very many. So we're gonna go through and I'll kind of tell you what's in here, why I love it, and that'll be it. All right, first, now this was kind of an amazing find for me. This is actually a European exclusive that I was able to find at the Woodburn Yankee outlet here in Oregon. Unfortunately, I think that the Yankee Candle outlet store has closed at the Woodburn outlet malls, which major bummer. I I don't know of any other outlet stores near me at this point, but this is definitely a European exclusive because it even says on the bottom, Yankee Candle Europe, and then the labels for Europe look very different than the labels on the bottom of the American candles. So this particular scent was like a gem of a find, you guys. Oh, it's so good. This is the most perfect baked apple scent. I don't know how this ended up at my outlet, but they had 4 of these medium jars and I bought all 4 of them. I have this one and 1 more left. I'm gonna burn this one this fall and then the other one next fall, and then the Tarte Tatin will be done for, but that's okay. I need to enjoy them. There's no reason for me to just hang on to this for dear life. I'm not getting any enjoyment out of it just hanging out here in this storage basket, right? So this was a great performer. The first 2 that I burned were great performers. It is a delicious, sweet, baked apple scent. There's maybe a little slight bit of like a crust note in here, but it's mostly focusing on that tart but sweet. I would say it's like a Macintosh kind of apple scent. Really delicious. And if this ever comes back here in the US, I would totally grab more of this. This scent is absolutely incredible, provided obviously that I could get some decent performance out of it. Back here, I have 2 of these, and this is another one of my favorite apple scents from Yankee. I feel like Yankee used to do apple scents incredibly well. This is sugared apple. This is such an interesting apple. I think I actually also purchased this at the outlets. Man, I used to find some great gems there. Like, I'm really kind of bummed the outlet closed, but it is what it is. So this is from 2013. That's what the little number down here. No, 2012, because I actually think it's this number here, right? So the 12 would be, or is it this one? Anyway, it's from many years ago. I'm sure I bought this when Stella was a little tiny baby. I probably stuck her in her car seat and drove down there. Now I'm wondering, was this Tarte Tatin 2013 or 2015? I'm pretty sure I bought this around 2015 or 16, because that would have been the last time that I really made like a major shopping trip to Yankee Candle down there. So anyway, remind me, friends, is it this one or this one for the Yankees to determine the year? But sugared apple is a very sweet, I would say this could be borderline cloying for some people. Very, very sweet apple scent. Obviously that paraffin 1-wick formula. These really do need an Alumilid. I do have a few Alumilids that I bought. But I love the sweetness of this. I've never really considered this a holiday scent for myself. There is like a powderiness to it. It's very interesting. If you know sugared apple, you know it's a very unique, interesting apple scent. Juicy and sweet, but also there's like a slight like powdered sugar note, I feel like. But yeah, the label, all of it, I love it. I love this scent, but this apple scent is also one that I don't really equate with the holidays. I like to burn this one during the month of September as well. And speaking of fall, besides Cranberry Chutney, one of my other all-time faves is the Pumpkin Wreath. Now, I know that I bought, oh gosh, how many of these did I pick up at the outlets? Probably like 10 or 15, a lot. I have certainly burned a lot. I've given a few away. My mom really likes this scent as well. I have 4 left, so these 4 here. These are all Cranberry Wreaths. And this is either from 2012 or 14. Again, I don't remember how to read the Yankee numbers. Oh man, this is considered a fresh scent by them. This really does have a more like, I feel like this has a slightly more like masculine vibe to it. I know that a lot of people are trying to get out of the habit of using the words masculine and feminine when it comes to describing fragrances. I'm having a really hard time getting away from that because like I know what that means to me, and to me it's just either it smells super, super girly and feminine or slightly more masculine. I certainly don't have any like ill intent when describing fragrances that way, so I hope that you guys don't take it that way. But yeah, there is like a cologne-y, like I guess perfuminess to this. And it does have pumpkin in it, and it's also very earthy at the same time. It's a very interesting, unique scent. I really love this one when I go to my mom's house. When my mom is burning this one and I walk in and I smell this, it just feels like home to me. It's really beautiful, it's really unique, and I've never really been able to find anything else quite like this. I am normally not drawn to fragrances like this at all, but this particular one has always been so unique and just different from what I normally gravitate towards that it's always been really enjoyable for me. So anyway, I do have 4 of these left. I'll definitely burn one this fall. Yankee candles burn forever. Do they still have the burn times listed on here? Yeah, these are 110 to 150 hours for the large jars, and the mediums are 65 to 90 hours. So these are long burning candles. It'll take me a while to get through one of these, but I've got a few left to get me through this fall and next fall, and I'm gonna enjoy them and then pick up my cranberry chutney for Thanksgiving. And other than that, I don't know, I don't really see myself going back to Yankee to purchase a bunch of stuff in the foreseeable future, unless there are some amazing reviews that come out, obviously. So anyway, let me know your guys' thoughts on anything Yankee related. Please subscribe if you are new. Let me know if you have any questions. Give this video a thumbs up, and I will see you guys in the next one. Take care.